Hello and welcome, creative Tartanites. For those who don't know me, my name is Tanya and I'm primarily a portrait artist. However, today I'm going to share with you something a little bit different. This is what I like to do in my spare time when I'm not painting portraits. This video has been made in collaboration with the Facebook group Live Art Journaling and Self-Development as part of a YouTube Advent Hop. There's loads of amazing artists who are participating in this, and if you check out my description below, you will see all the details of how to access the group and find the list of Advent videos. You will probably notice that I haven't actually started on a blank page. I like to do this sometimes because it just gives me a head start. It means that I don't have to think about what I'm necessarily how I'm going to start, and it also takes away that fear of the blank page. The background grey paint has probably been in my book for a while. Sometimes when I have leftover paint from other projects or portraits, I will use it up in the book rather than waste it, and this gives me a start for my art journaling pages. The stamped image that you see, I bought a new stamp and I wanted to try it out, and it's faded because it's probably a second generation stamp rather than the first. I kind of probably stamped it on a lot of different things to see how it would react stamping onto paper, onto paint, etc. I'm using soft matte medium to glue in my Christmas tissue paper. I find tissue paper is a lot thinner, it doesn't give you the same ridges, and it doesn't bulk up the journal. I'm now going in with craft paint. I do have a lot of more expensive pro paints, but when I'm art journaling, I do sometimes like the thinner, less opaque nature of the craft paints. Still an acrylic paint, but it is a little bit different to work with than the pro paints, the golden acrylic paints that I primarily use. And what journal page is complete without a little bit of script stamping? As this is more of a demonstration video rather than a tutorial, I hope you don't mind that I just chat a little with you regarding art journaling. I'm curious, do you art journal? And what is it about art journaling? Why do you enjoy art journaling? I know I enjoy it because, well, first, it was actually something that I started way back before I got into portraiture painting. It was really the start of my art journey. I had given up painting and drawing for many years, and when I first got back into it, I discovered art journaling, and that was what I started doing. And from there my skills developed because I was playing with paints, I was playing with the colours, see which ones matched, how to use the paints. I used all sorts of different types of paints, so watercolour paints, acrylic paints. The only thing I wasn't really trying at that time was oil paints. I also developed a love for all things mixed media, and I started to play around with all the different media that there is. So things like Stabilo All Pencil, which is a water soluble pencil, actually comes in all different colours. I started off with the black, really fantastic for outlining and doing some shadows and things. Pan pastels, ordinary pastels, you know, an introduction to what gesso was, and really it was something that there was always something new to find out and explore, and that was why I really enjoyed doing my art journaling and why I've kept it up. I didn't tend to do a lot of videos after I started getting into portrait painting, but I'm really thinking that I would quite like to get back to sharing a little bit more about how art journaling can actually help us in all different ways, as well as developing our art skills if we want to develop more into, for example, portraiture. I also like art journaling because not only does it allow me to develop my skills on a much smaller format by helping me to explore different medias and different styles, but it also helps me to, I guess, get out of my own head. It allows me more freedom, less judgment. There's a sort of psychological element to it that, you know, if I'm not painting an actual portrait, then, you know, I don't put the same amount of pressure on me when I'm playing in my journal, because that's simply what it is. It is playing, it's exploring, and you know, it can sometimes be fun to just do something completely different. Furthermore, I also sometimes use it as a way to work through some difficult or challenging feelings that I may have about certain situations. So you see, art journaling is very versatile and can be used for a plethora of different reasons depending on what your particular needs are. For those of you who already art journal, you will probably already know and really relate to a lot of what I'm saying. For those of you who don't really art journal and are just curious in watching this video, I would strongly encourage you to give it a go. It's one of the reasons why I decided to collaborate with the Facebook group Live Art Journaling and Self-Development, because they specifically promote, encourage and help people with art journaling. So whether you're a beginner or whether you are not, makes no difference, because it's a community and there are different levels and everybody helps each other. Thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble. We're just about coming to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed and would like to, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click that bell and get notifications of future videos. I chose to leave my page as is. I may go back to it at a later date and add more details, but for now this was my journaling session, and it's another reason why I like art journaling, because you don't have to do anything from start to complete finish. Sadly, we really have come to the end of the video now. I hope you've enjoyed it. So take care everybody, and don't forget, look after your mental well-being, because nobody else can. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.